Joining us now this morning is our consulting editor, Rajdeep Sardesai. Rajdeep, your home state, and I'm sure this elections on my plate is going to be very different. It's finally happening. What are your expectations from Maharashtra elections?
Pooja, this is probably arguably the most competitive and the most puzzling election that Maharashtra has ever seen. Because you have 6 parties spread across 2 alliances, and therefore you can expect multi-cornered fights, because whoever doesn't get a ticket, Pooja, will probably contest as an independent or a third or fourth front candidate. So you actually could have, Pooja, an election that is multi-cornered, an election that will be intensely polarized and fought seat by seat, district by district. So I expect one of the most competitive elections, if not the most competitive election, in a state where, interestingly, Pooja, no political party has had a majority on its own since 1985. So whoever comes to power, it will be a milli-julie or a coalition government, that is certain.
Rajdeep, do you also think, again, we'll come back to the debate of who's the real Shiv Sena, who's the real NCP? Do you think that's also going to be in many ways the big argument this time, or do you think that's been put to rest?
No, that argument has certainly not been put to rest, Pooja, and you're absolutely right. I think this election will decide, whether who is the real NCP, who is the real Shiv Sena, because Maharashtra has seen the most instability of any Indian state in the last 5 years. We've had 3 chief ministers. We've had 2 regional parties being split wide open. We've had defections. We've had all kinds of chronic political turmoil in the state. Unfortunately, and a former MLA was shot dead, Baba Siddiqui, only on the weekend.
Correct.
I think Maharashtra is a state that is going through intense churning, Pooja. And remember, it's not one state. It is different regions of Maharashtra. It's a bit like Uttar Pradesh, where eastern and western Uttar Pradesh are almost like 2 distinct states.
Correct,
Similarly, a Vidarbha and a Mumbai Konkan are completely different in their political behavior. So I think it's 5 elections in one, 288 seats, and therefore the stakes are even higher, because this is really the final battle of 2024.
Rajdeep, I also want to take a question from you on Jharkhand. Jharkhand has seen no less of a political turmoil. Hemant Soren arrest, return, Champa Soren turning into a rebel. So do you think that also is what the BJP will be trying to cash in on, while Hemant Soren's party will want to retain its power?
Absolutely, Pooja. If you see, the BJP has become the dominant party of much of the Hindi-speaking states of northern India, and you could classify Jharkhand within that larger belt that the BJP has dominated in recent times. You recall last year in another tribal-dominated state, Chhattisgarh, the BJP upset the odds to win. Jharkhand is a more complex state because the tribal, non-tribal divides at times can be even sharper. You mentioned the Hemant Soren factor. That remains an X factor in this election. Can he be able to woo the electorate through the sympathy factor? Given the fact that the Congress lost Haryana, which they were expected to win, this is a state where the Congress is in a power-sharing situation. Will this be a state where, again, the Congress finds itself on the back foot? I think there's a lot at stake for the India alliance in states like Jharkhand, given what went wrong in Haryana. And there's a lot at stake for all the political parties in Maharashtra. So I think both these states, for very different reasons, become crucial. I think the BJP will want to show that no India alliance or Congress government is able to last more than 5 years when in power, and therefore try and change the government in Jharkhand. In Maharashtra, they would like to show that their politics of breaking the Shiv Sena, breaking the NCP have succeeded. They did succeed in the Lok Sabha. Can they succeed in the Vidhan Sabha? And I think that's what makes it more intriguing. Will we see a very different election in the Vidhan Sabha compared to the Lok Sabha of 2024?
Rajdeep, you always ask me about the dishes and delicacies of Kashmir. I want to ask you here, when you go to Maharashtra this time, what will you be aiming for? There will be political temperatures, but what is going to be the highlight of this visit possibly coming up soon?
You know, Pooja, your state of Jammu and Kashmir has wonderful food to offer, and I don't think we can match your Kashmiri Wazwan. But if you come ever to Kolhapur, please come and I don't know if you like spicy food, but if you do, the Kolhapuri chicken and the Kolhapuri mutton is worth having with what we call rasa, or the masala curry that comes with it. So that's what I would recommend with bhakri, which is a form of chapati.
Wow.
Have bhakri with Kolhapuri chicken when you're in Kolhapur. Try the misal early morning. It's again very, very spicy. The real Maharashtrian food can be very spicy, just like the elections will be.
Lovely. On that note, I appreciate you joining us.